Alright, we're back in Pillars of Eternity. We're in Kad Nua. I think I'm going to put away the endless paths for a while. We've gotten through level 5. I want to wait till I get Kana back to go any further there. So I'm looking over my quest log, trying to figure out what side quests to complete. I was thinking I would just head up to Durgan's Battery and begin the White March DLC, but I found this thing called the Siege of Kraghold, and I wondered what that was all about. The steward of Kad Nua has informed me of a recent conflict on a remote bluff in the Deerwood. The Torn Bannermen, a feared collection of mercenaries, have besieged the manor of a local legend, the archmage Kansalhaut. The conflict is over a mysterious magical artifact. The steward believes I should investigate the problem to ensure the safety of Kad Nua. So I need to travel to Cragholdt. Kansalhaut's manor is located to the northeast of Kad Nua. It sits atop a remote bluff known as Cragholdt. I should travel to Cragholdt and ascertain the situation. And so I shall do thusly. And I will bring the current party, who is all level 9, about 9.5. Kana is busy with the ivory horn. Palagina is busy with Gaffel the drunkard. Cragholdt Bluffs. This has been on the map here for forever, and I've been completely ignoring it. So let's see what happens when we go there. It will take me 12 hours to get there. I think the party is fully rested. I think we have some campfires. Let's see what happens. I believe I vaguely remember Aloth had some sort of hero worship for this Kansalhaut fellow. The Cragholdt Bluffs. Bubbles rise from the depths of a murky, sludgy stew. The few bones in the pot have been picked clean, and they float amidst a swirling globules of grease. They float amidst swirling globules of grease.
Stop there. Where do you think you're going?
I was going to talk to you, actually. One of the guards takes a step forward. She looks you up and down with a sneer.
This area is under the control of the Torn Bannermen. Anyone else wanders in, they're not leaving again.
What is going on here?
For starters, I've got orders to put a sword through your gut if you don't turn around and run back home.
You do realize you're speaking to the Lord of Kad Nua?
Wait, Kad Nua. You mean you're the one everyone's talking about? Saving orphans, fighting off bandits, all that?
The guard grins, but there's a hint of nervousness in her features. Ask one of the dozens. You can find us just about everywhere. I will use my reputation with the dozens to influence this conversation.
Look, hang on a second. Let's not get too...
Enough! The commander said no exceptions. I'm not ending up on a pike because this dog has you pissing your trousers.
Sorry, my lord. I'm sure the commander will take good care of Kad Nua for you.
What? Why are we fighting? I thought we were not fighting. Oh wow, they're hurting me. I'm just like, la 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 la, this is probably gonna be easy, and they're doing a number on me here.
Ready, Watcher.
Let's move back. Oh wow, she's almost dead already. Damn, this is not going well. I thought this was gonna be like a low-level thing. I'm just getting blown up here. Oh, damn it. Oops. The Grieving Mother's down. Alright, I need to switch to a melee weapon here. In fact, how about if I do a puppet master on this mercenary berserker? I'm tired of him attacking us. You should stop that now. Let's cast some armor on the friendlies. Oops, it's probably gonna cast armor. Oh, yeah, I just cast armor on the person I charmed. Whoops. Oopsie. And now I'm gonna cast Blessed on the mercenary berserker as well. Oh, great, everybody moved.
This thing.
Man, they're healing themselves. How are they allowed to heal themselves?
This thing.
Oh!
This thing isn't doing the job.
I'm down, you guys.
That's it.
Yeesh, why is this so hard? You can stop fighting now.
Can't get a shot with this.
Wait, what's he doing? Let's cast a debuff. Oh! Wow, did the debuff fail? Oh, she's down, finally. Whoa, you guys, that was harder than I thought it was gonna be. I got bruised ribs, you guys. Oh, crap. It's another one. Grease. Ha! Down. Down he goes. Whoops, I actually didn't really mean to do let's do a vampiric shield on this guy. He's down. That was much easier. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I meant to turn the voice volume back up. I turned it down when I was going through the caverns. So... members of the Torn Bannermen did not appreciate my presence near their camp. I was forced to defend myself from their aggression. From their suspiciously spelled aggression.
Keeping an eye out.
Let's check out this chest. Who's that? It's a drunken Orlin. He's snoring. Oh wow, that thing's really high level lock. Oh, it's a mercenary gunslinger. Oh, now the Orlin's awake. Well, this is great. Things are
Ready,
great.
Butcher.
Now I'm gonna go into sound and turn the voice volume down. Because I don't like those grunting sounds. It's very annoying. The super loud grunts and yells during combat. It's very annoying. Let's just do a quick charm on this drunken Orlan. Okay, let's also switch back to a ranged combat. Oh, wow. Ah, the Orlan's attacking me. I'm one of your kind. Why would you do that to me? Vampiric shield. And I strike. Oh, damn. That guy's moving around. What the hell? I feel like this is a much higher level situation than... Oh, Aloth's down. Yeah, this is a way higher level situation than my party is ready for. Oh, Durance is down too. Whoa. Yeah, I'm thinking this drunken Orlan's too much to handle. What the? There's a whole hell of... Oh my god, I might be dead. I might not survive this. 3 of my party is down.
Ready, Watcher.
My pet is down. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh, Edder's down. My pet is down. I'm realizing I didn't save the game either. I didn't save the game at any point. The party has died. Hey, I don't think I should go there. Cragholdt Bluffs autosave. Where did I save that? I don't think I'm supposed to go here. This seems like the kind of thing that I should wait some time to do that. Let's just get out of here. Let's run for our very lives. Flee from that encounter.
Better indeed.
That was ridiculous. Kana is still at the Ivory Horn. Palagina is still escorting the drunkard. Okay, so that's a terrible idea. We're not doing the Siege of Kraghold. We're not doing the Battle of Yenwood Field. We have a bunch of quests about character quests. When I first encountered the Grieving Mother on the road, I experienced a dream, or was it a memory of childbirth? Perhaps the Grieving Mother herself can explain what I saw. I don't think I ever asked her about that.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
Yes, I had some questions for you. Let your mind speak for you. I shall listen past the words. You addressed me as a Watcher when we met. Do you know what a Watcher is? There is a slow chill, and for a moment it seems as if she is going to fade from your vision, as if she can't bear to be seen.
The title came unbidden. I do not know why I spoke of it. Yet it seemed the right mantle, a familiar one.
Yet I do not know where it came from, if I have given offense. Oddly enough, it feels like she's not speaking to you. It feels like she's speaking to an audience. The air takes on a curious edge, a chill which persists for a sharp moment, then fades into a dull fear. It's almost as if she's speaking in your mind, and when she does that, the sound of her words is completely different from when the voice actor is doing her lines. If I have given offense, forgive me, forgive me. You would know more than I. Have you encountered Watchers before? I do not know. It is an old feeling. I do not know where it stems from. It was a word that arose when you saw me. It is said Watchers see much that others do not, and I have been hidden from the eyes of others for some time. How is it no one can see you?
Their eyes see me, but their minds will not remember past the call.
Call?
My face is like the call of a newborn, hiding the face beneath. And for my body, I am able to wrap myself as a mother cradling her child. I am here, as you see me, but to them, their eyes see only the cloak that I wear, a peasant mother, dirty, shabby, not worth knowing. As a watcher, you see more than others. To the eyes of most, I am as unseen as the spirits you share memories with.
How are you able to affect minds? I divert the flow of their senses down a different path, to a place easily forgotten. It is not unwelcome when one does not desire the presence of others. The surface of their minds register a figure, but the memory slips away. They see a woman, but there is no desire for conversation, no desire for any questions, and I have none to ask. When we first met, how was I able to enter your dream?
I do not know. What do you speak of? If you were in my thoughts, I could not feel your presence, nor do I know what you saw there.
As she speaks, you suddenly feel an odd sensation in your mind, as if walking in her thoughts would be as if walking down a back street of merchant stalls, the claustrophobia of wooden shelves and canvas tarps made less oppressive by the sheer number of enticing vials and bottles that stretch out to the sides of you. You suddenly realize that whether she permits it or not, you could enter her dream and observe it without her ever knowing. And in response, your hand twitches. There is the feeling that you could simply pick up a vial, taste it, sample it, and keep the memory as your own. And suddenly, you find yourself back in your present thoughts, though you were away for but a moment. She seems unaware of your diversion of thought. It may be one of your gifts, an ability to walk in memories as easily as someone walks upon the ground. May I try again? Perhaps you'd like to hear of what I saw in your memories. Let's ask her that first. A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you. She raises her left hand, the chiming at her wrists quelling the rise within her. She is frightened, but curiosity anchors her.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
The dream, the memory I saw upon meeting you, it was you helping give birth to a child. There is silence, and as your breath falls still, you hear the faint cry of a child in the distance, a newborn child, almost exactly like what you heard in the dream. As you listen, the grieving mother raises both her hands, as if weaving, her wrists chiming as she does so, in a semblance of the gentle turning she provided while the newborn was crowning. To your surprise, you recognize the motions and the words from the memory, even as they are new to you. As she weaves her hands through the air in front of her, the child's cries grow still, yet the sound of the chimes weaves almost hypnotically into your thoughts. The sky seems sharp and clear, and you feel as if you are towering over your surroundings, as if kneeling atop a great pillar, just as she did in the memory. To your surprise, the grieving mother falls as if her strings were cut, and her knees crack hard against the ground. Her hands never cease moving in the air, the chimes echoing her movements. In a ragged voice, you hear her speak. The voice is that of a much older woman than the one before you, harsh, almost desperate.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
Her eyes, now terribly sharp and real, are filmed with white, silver white, like Adra. It was in the middle of a forest, atop a great plateau. The sky was clear, mist blanketing the trees. As she kneels before you on the ground, she whispers to you, hoarsely and even fainter with the distance between you.
The stone of the plateau. Its color. Tell me its color.
I actually don't remember. Did they say what color it was? It was a desert rock, copper-colored arch blasted by the sun. It was silver Adra, its surface warmed by the sun. It was a plateau of granite carved into the tower. None of those sound familiar to me. If it said what it was, I have completely forgotten what it was. I do not remember. I'm sorry. She shakes her head slowly, and her arms collapse, her hands falling against the ground. The film of her eyes give way to tears that move slowly down her cheeks, but her expression doesn't change. You feel a well of emptiness, anguish, but more absence than sorrow. I do not feel the memory. I do not know if it is mine, but thank you for trying. Her hair falls across her features again like a veil, and she nods, not with her chin, but a push in her mind. Thank you for trying. I want to talk about the birth memory again, help you recall it. Oh, this is the same thing again. It's the same... Wait. Okay, maybe I should read. Let's try one more time, and this time maybe I'll try to read the text. You recognize the motions. The sound of chimes. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Should I just make one up? Is this one of those situations where I just pick one and that chooses their fate? Because I don't think they did. I don't think they told us. There's nothing there. The sky seems sharp and clear, and you feel as if you are towering over your surroundings, as if kneeling atop a great pillar. I'm gonna say it was a plateau of granite carved into a tower, because it said I was towering above something. She leans back, as if looking back at the sky, but her eyes are closed, the film building on them. With a slow intake of breath, you feel time become quiet around you. I do not feel the memory. I do not know if it is mine, but thank you for trying. Okay. Never mind. That's all for now. I don't really know what else to do with you, Grieving Mother. She didn't realize that I'd seen inside her mind, nor did she know exactly what this vision was. If I can help her recall the details, perhaps then she'll be able to tell me more. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to do that, except to just guess correctly.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
Yeah. I wanted to peer into your memories again. Your vision gives way to waves of feeling, while you feel the jagged marks of violence you passed before. This time the path is easier. There is no resistance, and you set about casually harnessing her memories, focusing on the one you seek. There is a slow rush, a warmth, and your thoughts enter as before, circling the memory you shared when you first met. And suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest, hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist or distance or a recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention, as if looking down on you and the event unfolding before you. A table lying beneath a clear sky. A copper bell. The plateau has soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours have changed along with the surroundings. The rock is rough and warm. The plateau has soaked in the sun. There's no colors. It's just rough and warm rock. And you hear a soft series of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts, like mist roiling softly into a sealed chamber. The chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You are on the stone of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Adra. The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, and your hands. Your hands are in motion. The warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Adra. I think Adra was one of the choices. Silver, white, shimmering like Adra. Weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Barath's wheel. Okay, I've read all this before. This is the same text that I read the first time that I met her. This is the childbirth, the somewhat gross childbirth description. Okay, let's... I walked again in your dreams, your thoughts, and, I believe, your memories. A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them. Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
It was in the middle of a forest atop a great plateau. The sky was clear, mist blanketing the trees. As she kneels before you on the ground, she whispers to you, hoarsely and even fainter with the distance between you.
The stone of the plateau. Its color. Tell me its color.
It was silver Adra, its surface warmed by the sun. As you watch her hands rise before her, she clasps them, then cups them, as if feeling them for the first time, and she stares down into the cradle of her hands, and the chimes sound once, twice, as they swing with the movement.
And what did these hands hold?
Oh, there's more. Oh, thank God it's giving me the option here. You held a newborn child. I know because I'm a cipher. There is a sudden intake of breath, and then a release. Her eyes blur closed, forming into slits, but in the brief glimpse you have of her changing expression, the rippling pain in her features seems to have smoothed. She swallows, once, twice, and then you feel her once again in your thoughts, the rasping husk of her voice swallowed and drawn within her.
It was the birthing bell you saw. Has it been so long? Have I forgotten so much?
There is surprise, followed by a rising horror swirling beneath the words. With the words comes a river of impulses, thoughts, as if loosed from a breaking dam, and as your mind wraps the impulses into words, you realize it is her muscles and her hardened thoughts relaxing and breathing again. There is such an intensity you almost want to step back from the flow, but you find the wave of impulses cause questions to float to the surface. Among them is a name, Watcher. What is the birthing bell?
It is a plateau formed of the spirit stone Audra. At its top is set a great bell, cradled in the reaching arm of the plateau. It stirs in the wind, and it sounds for leagues when struck by kith hands. In distant times, the great bell served as a Glanfathan watchtower, perhaps. Why they abandoned it, I do not know. Other men came in time, settlers, and claimed the tower as their own. I, in turn, claimed it from them. The pillar became a cradle where I could draw new souls into the world.
In your memory, were you helping a woman give birth?
Yes. Yet, I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
There was much I could do to aid the mother. Some sought the physical comforts of ritual to steady their thoughts, even Adra from the bell. Others would seek advice, words of counsel for the days ahead. I was able to provide draughts, tinctures, and a reading of the child's spirit, all to strengthen the mother. I don't know why, but for some reason I always read this word as draught when I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be draft. I don't know why. I've only recently learned that I've been pronouncing that word wrong forever. Yeah, I just confirmed it. So, can you tell me about the birthing ritual?
The ritual was one of many steps. It took many tens of years to carve them, but always the child's thoughts were there to guide me, from the moment it began to awaken, to the 3 seasons within the mother, to the birthing day, and the years to follow. The child's thoughts, that is where it began. The expectant mother, I could often sense her thoughts, and those of her child, before she could. I would soothe her, free her from the panic of questions. I would sound the memory of the birthing bell atop the plateau in her mind, letting the memory of the vibrations fill my thoughts and hers. Often, the child's soul could hear it too, so the sound of the bell echoed in the mother's thoughts.
You sense the mother's thoughts? Sharing memories and thoughts can bond lives together, as can hardships, and most of all the sharing of what is familiar. The bell itself provided shelter for such thoughts, opportunities to see deep into the crevice, hollows in the rock where one could find shelter, clefts where you could feel the Adra all around you. As she speaks, you feel your legs, bent, crossed and the warmth of walls around you, and blankets woven thick beneath you. Such shared images can bond souls even tighter and allow them to draw strength from each other. You mentioned the ritual lasted years. What would happen after the birth? Once the pain is channeled away and the mother and the child breathe again, I sound the birthing bells on my wrists and allow the mother to hear the child's thoughts, the ringing echoing in each other's thoughts. The bells open the way between them, let her feelings pass into the newborn, and let her feel the child in return. And when the feelings meet, that is when I weave another memory and leave it tied in their minds. Did these bells play an important role in the birthing process? Yes, and for years after. I gave a set to the child after delivery. It is a reminder of the memory the mother and child shared. You feel an odd sensation, a warmth, and you can feel a smile being shared. Then it flickers and is gone. As the bells coaxed the child forth, so they accompany the child onwards, fastened about the wrists, to care for him in mind and body. There is no magic in it except the magic of practicality. If a child sought to leave their cradles or escape their cribs, the mother could know through the warning of the chimes alone. At times, if the bond was strong, so would I. The sensation of a smile comes again, slower, more knowing between you. If not watched, children, much trouble may be had from tiny hands. The chimes are kept until the child needs them no longer, when I no longer can hear them sounding in my mind. I know their spirit has changed, and the bonds we shared are long gone. This shedding may last many years, or but a few, but it is necessary. You watched over these children for years after their birth? Children are fragile things. Even the ties of blood and mind may not be enough. They must be watched, and even then, the body may fail the mind. But if watched, even the most sickly child may cling to life if determined enough, and many of their souls were tied to me. If a child's spirit failed, I could sound the chimes in their mind and grant them strength, even from afar. It did not always serve, but it gave hope. It sounds like you've seen tragedy too. Enough to never wish to feel it again. In the times before the bell, children who died were cast upon the waters of the lake beyond the bell. Sometimes while alive, if their paths and futures were deemed weak. It was a different time. Children were treated carelessly. Those times are past. I have other questions about the birthing bell. Ask what you will. I will provide what answers I can. Why would you give a telling of a child's spirit?
Many would come seeking their child's future, or a reading into the child's past, the lives its soul is said to have lived.
There is a slow chill, and for a moment it seems as if she is going to fade from your vision, as if she can't bear to be seen, and there is a spike of fear and alarm.
Such things are not mine to see. I meant no offense.
Oddly enough, it feels like she's not speaking to you. It feels like she's speaking to an audience. The air takes on a curious edge, a chill, which persists for a sharp moment, then fades into a dull fear. You feel the word watcher resounding in her mind. You're frightened. Something about watchers. As the thought of watchers crosses your mind, you feel a sharp pain, stabbing, and the sudden burn of lashes across your back and shoulder, and then it is gone, and you feel the grieving mother before you, silent, almost fearful, wary. I feel like I've read this before.
I was something else, but because the title Watcher was cast on me, the word carried a weight I had neither earned nor deserved. The world seems filled with such titles. They distract, I think, from the actions of the person, from their strengths.
Why did you believe you were a watcher?
The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts.
But if they came to you to read their child's souls, what did you tell them?
I drew upon the present. I felt the soul of the mother before me, and used that to tell the child's path, to give it a voice. If only the thoughts of the mother and the emotions that lie beneath were mine to impart. I did, and so I used that as the telling of their child's future.
What if it turned out to be untrue?
Futures fulfilled by one's own spirit are as strong as anything seen by another's eyes. And if one draws from the emotion of the mother, it matters only when harm is done. And their lives I knew well. I could weave their lives, their thoughts over time, to the mother, to the child, and once the child had been born, was sheltered, I could relax the threads of thought until the child could stand on its own.
So you shaped their thoughts, made the readings true.
This is my calling, to show them the life I see before them, and even greater, make them believe it.
That is not what a watcher does. We do not shape minds, we see them as they are.
Even the most strongly worded tells may not be enough to save a child and allow it to be born. If I have the strength to strip away the stem of a mother's spite to expose kindness, weave nurturing from disdain and neglect, then that is my calling. And with the weight of Watcher behind my thoughts, these tells gain strength. Strength I never possessed on my own. They believed. And what they believed became the truth. With each child that was set upon that path, the title of Watcher became stronger. You must understand, without such weight upon my words, many lives would have been lost, drowned, cast in the lake beyond the bell. Now the trail to the lake is lost and reclaimed by the forest, as was meant. A Watcher was not there to look over us, but it was a Watcher that saved them, and with a Watcher's strength, children were born, were cared for, and grew strong.
Well, it seems your readings were necessary.
What use is a frightened will when a spirit is at stake? Would you let the fears of a mother end her newborn's life? You felt it in the memory, the weight of it, the importance of the child's life. It was a memory we shared.
Did we share that memory, or did you inflict it on me? And suddenly, there is a rasping cry across your consciousness. She raises her hands, and you see the chimes draped from them, yet they make no sound as she moves.
A greater good was done, and children were saved. It is a choice you may be forced to make one day, and when faced with it, you will make the same one.
I'm certain I will. I mean, I'm not certain I will, but I understand your reasoning for you doing it. So I guess I'm gonna pick this first one. Even though it doesn't quite align with my actual thoughts. I mean, when that happens, I'll be making my own choice is the one that I would probably want to say, but that's too harsh, so I'm just gonna agree with you. I'm certain I will make the same choice, Grieving Mother. I don't want you to leave the party, so I'm not gonna annoy you.
That is good, Watcher.
Her thoughts lap against yours like cool, soothing waters. Hey, we're friends. Let's continue our journey for now. Wow, that was a long conversation. The memory of the Grieving Mother involved a place known as the Birthing Bell. It was clearly of great significance to the Grieving Mother. Perhaps she can tell me something of what happened there and why it is important to her. The Grieving Mother was a midwife at the Birthing Bell, and she used to read the souls of unborn children. However, she admitted that such readings were often fabricated based on what the expectant mother wanted to hear. She clearly thought she was doing these women and their children a service, but she wasn't inclined to discuss the matter further at this moment. Perhaps she'll open up more as our journeys continue. Wow, that conversation was way longer than I expected it to be. But I'm kind of glad, because I didn't know what else to do to fill up this video. Because I got thoroughly thwapped in the Siege of Kragholdt. And had to run screaming away from that encounter. So, that was cool. That was a cool conversation. Now I need to figure out what to do next. We're supposed to help Palagina broker a trade agreement with the Anamanfeth in Twin Elms. Despite her best efforts, Ambassador Agasti, who is dead now, has insisted that Palagina carry out her orders to broker a trade agreement between the Valian Republics and the Glanfathans with the Anamanfeth and Twin Elms. Such an agreement would steal trade away from the Deerwood, an act that would increase tensions between the Deerwood and the Republics. I don't think I ever read this fully. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's something else we can work on. But for now, I'm going to stop and take a break. See ya.